Hello, mate.
Hey, talking to Molly McCann. How are you?
Good. I've just been watching BT Sports, watching some fights then.
Now, look at you, non-stop watching fights. It never ends.
I know. I
That's
just go upstairs where it's not loud.
So we're talking to the first female to ever win in the UFC from England.
From England?
That's amazing.
I know, it's good, isn't it?
You're in the history books.
I know. Who was this? Who I'm looking
This
at?
is my little daughter.
What's her name?
Her name is Violet. I'm trying to get her to become the second female to ever win. Well, it's not her. So this is Molly. This is a great fighter right here. A great fighter. One of the best fighters in the history. You're probably the best British fighter in history, female, right?
Definitely English, I'd say, but Jojo Calderwood's British because she's Scottish, so I'd like to share the mantle with her.
Right. You got to share the mantle. And then you got an upcoming fight in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yep.
And what do you know about this girl?
KSW world champ. She looks tasty, to be honest, mate. She looks like she can have a go.
Yep. Hello?
Is anyone like? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think she's fought anyone like me yet. Me and Jojo are two very different fighters. However, we still do keep going.
Yeah.
I'm smaller. I'm a little powerhouse, and she's
Connection. Yeah.
But I just think that I've got more to give them.
I think this is bad. I think the connection got a little rough, but I think it's better now. Hello? Connection was lost? Okay. Okay, this is better. All right, we're better. All right, so there's your opponent. What do you know about her?
Thai boxer. Apparently a really fucking good one. She's knocks people out. I don't think she's. And I think I'm better all round. I'm more all rounded now than.
Let me make sure that maybe this connection. Maybe it's better in the other room. Hold on, check.
Yeah, I'll go in a different room as well.
All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. See if this is better. Right by the modem, right here. This should be good. All right, I think we're better off here. All right. So look at a lightsaber. Wow, I don't even know what. That's a little strange, but.
I'm at my nephew's. I'm babysitting my nephew.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like a lesbian thing.
Definitely not. Not today, Adam.
Got it. Now your last fight. You know, a lot of people they have really bad blood, and there's like, I'm gonna kill you. They talk shit. At the end of the fight, they shake hands or they hug. You went the other way. You gave her the finger right when the bell rang.
Because I thought she was cheeky we went to touch gloves and then she grabbed my hair to try and need me to knock me out. And then when she didn't get the finish, it was just like, there's to you and your little cheating self. But after we left, I sat in the green room with her and in the hospital. And then the next day we was together, and it was all cool. Then it was fine. But it was in the heat of the moment, and I'd been through so much since the loss against Gillian Robertson that it was just like a build-up of emotion, and I just thought nothing's taking this moment away from me. So
yeah. No, I kind of dug it. It's kind of annoying when they're like, I hate you, and then everyone's best friends. You're like, nah, man, this is legit. Now that loss, I read in an article you said when you lost, you didn't talk to anybody, family members. You're just a whole different person. Now,
yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea to be like that, or did that really kind of?
In terms of, I still spoke to everyone, and I just didn't speak about the mental side and the depression and the anxiety, and I don't think that's the right way to go about it. It was about 6 months until I started talking about it, and then things started to get a little bit better. But I suppose it was the first real time I'd been beaten and I'd been finished, and it was in the hometown, and it was a lot to deal with. And you must know by now, I'm someone who wears the heart on the sleeve, so it was a tough place to be, and I think it really shaped me for that fight at London. And I think if I hadn't have gone through all of that, would I have been able to push through that injury? So everything for its reason, and I'm where I'm supposed to be right now.
Yeah, no, I actually, and also that's good though. That's actually, I mean, I used to take when I wrestled in high school for the, I never had 1 million for the success you had, but I was, state champ, yada yada. But if I lost, I wouldn't leave my room. I was just, I felt like I let everybody down.
Yeah, and that was it. And you just haven't. You just haven't. At the end of the day, one person wins, one person loses, and it's always going to be that way. But when it's your whole world, mate, it hurts that bit more, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I'm happy that you're able to overcome that and that you realize that, because I was the same way. I was like, man, because when everyone talks to you, I'm sure they first say like, when's your next fight, or who are you fighting next, or blah blah blah.
And I just never knew when I was next going to fight. The UFC they kind of said to me, if you lose by submission again, then you're cut and we won't use you ever again. So that was kind of like a kick up the arse.
I think maybe you lost because you obviously have a lot of testosterone and you're like a hot chick, but Jillian was a lot hotter than the last one. You think maybe you were kind of distracted by her eyes and her face and everything, and that's why?
No, I think it was just a single leg takedown and the back take. That was it.
Okay, well, it wasn't like, oh my god, hey, what are you doing later? And then she tricked you and took you down.
No, nearly, but no.
No. Now, I know you have a girlfriend?
Not at the minute.
Oh, no.
I've been on and off with someone for about 2.5 years. But not right now, no.
Did you always know you like girls, or did you kind of switch back and forth?
No, it wasn't until I was 25. I was always with men, and then I was actually engaged to be married, and he was actually a really lovely guy, and then he just went a bit weird, and I went weird with him, and then I ended up going with my best mate, and then that was that.
Well, okay, and then you haven't been back, so like they said, like you said, once you go black, you don't come back. I guess it'll be once you
when I split up with my first girlfriend.
It was your first girlfriend?
Her name was called Ruth, and she said when we split up, my mum said to me, "Can you just stick with women now, because your grandma's just about got a head round it." I was like, okay.
That's a cool mom. Yeah, I look, if this little baby's a lesbian, I'm all for it. I think I think. I like no men being one of them. I think it might be better, but I don't know. I've had other girls tell me, I've had straight girls say that they tried being a lesbian, and that women were way more complicated than men.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of emotions, that's all. If you can handle someone's emotions, then my ex, Paige, is a professional athlete also, so it was just, if I was in fight camp and she was in season because she was a soccer player, it was just hard sometimes when we were both always tired. And the distance was hard. That's all it was, really.
Now, are you into more like I don't know what the proper term is, but like butch lesbians or more lipstick lesbians?
What a conversation. I'm probably more into a girly girl.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you seem like a girly girl too, though.
I mean, I haven't got a crew cut, but I suppose I'm a bit of a tomboy.
Well, I guess jumping over the cage afterwards and flying at the people, guys. I could maybe I could see that. I don't know. You're a very attractive woman.
Thank you.
No problem. So also, now your eye was so fucked.
Oh my God! Let's have a look at it now. Look. Can you see the scar?
Wow. Ooh.
That's all. It was a complete split on the eyelid, all the way there. But you know what? I just got cleared again today. The last clearance, I'm really good to go. The UFC had me like checked 5 times for this fight, so we're good.
Now, I also said that you, after the fight, I saw you in the locker room, and you were obviously kind of stressed out. I don't even know why they interviewed you afterwards. I think it's kind of like if someone loses, it's like let them have their space. But
Yeah.
but you said, listen, I've won 30 and I lost 1. That's not bad. Now, where do the other 26 fights come from?
Boxing.
Ah, you were undefeated.
Sorry, I just meant as like a combined record of all my fights.
Right. So why did you leave boxing?
My weight category didn't get added to the Olympic Games.
Ah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, but I used to play soccer and then boxing, and then you put them together and you've kind of got MMA.
Was it hard learning the ground game?
Yeah. Wrestling, not so much. Jiu-jitsu, my brain I didn't take to it very well. And then after the loss, I just done like 100 days of jiu-jitsu. And then I fell in love with it, to be honest. And I really tried to submit Priscilla Cachoeira. Her arm, I just felt the ligaments pop off her arm. I felt the elbow hyperextend. I was like, it's in. I was saying to the ref, it's snapped. He's like, carry on. It was she was a tough motherfucker, so.
Yeah. Well, the first round you almost had it. You looked like a Abu Dhabi specialist. I mean, you just went
I
from
know. Was it ADCC trials?
Yeah. It was crazy. But you know what's funny? Like, you're the second person I said that, like, when you got to a point where you're like, I'm going to tap black belts, and I'm not tapping to black belts in practice. And Phil Davis is the other person who said, I'm not tapping today. And then I went into jiu-jitsu practice, and I'm like, I'm not tapping today. And I blew my ACL out, like, that day. So I was like, fuck you, Phil. I'm not listening to this bullshit. Like, I mean, is it dangerous to say I'm not tapping? Isn't that kind of dangerous?
Obviously, if it was like heel hook or something that would get me injured, I haven't got an ego when I roll, but I've always said the only way you'll beat me is by putting me to sleep, because I won't tap on something. Like, I could nearly be going to sleep and their arm could burn out, and then I could get out of the submission. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that last ditch attempt that I'm trying to hold on for. So if it was going to cause me an injury, I wouldn't be a dickhead, but I just hate submitting.
Well, got it. Okay, because I was like, wow, that's a dangerous game to play. Now, when you were a purple belt tapping black belts.
Yeah. Well, I was at Christmas. I rolled with a black belt and submitted them, and then that's when Paul, my coach, was like, "Right, you're ready now. You can have another fight in the UFC. You're not getting subbed on. You're subbing a black belt, so you're good to go."
Now, what did the black belt? Was it a guy or a girl?
It was a girl. It was Rosie Sexton. She was the first English woman to fight in the UFC.
Yeah, she's a badass. I know. I know Rosie Sexton.
Yeah.
Now, what gym are you training out of right now?
Next Generation MMA.
Have you thought about going over to Conor McGregor's gym?
I've trained with Owen Roddy at SBG Charles Town with Liam McCourt.
Yeah.
My gym is kind of where it's at. I'm safe from anything. They look after me well. My training partners push me to the point of breaking point sometimes. Not like where I get hurt, but they're really, really good. And I only think I'd need to bring people in for fight camps. I wouldn't have to leave my gym. It's always evolving. It's not one of them gyms that's just... I'm not like the show horse or the show pony or whatever it is. I'm just like an average Joe in there.
Got it. Is Luke Rockhold, Luke Barnett in your gym?
No. Where is he? I think he's in Spain.
I like that guy.
He's got some ears on him.
He does. I say he looked like Kim Winslow with a wig on. Kim would look like him with a wig on. Yeah, exactly.
In England, we would say the phrase, he's had a tough paper round.
Yeah, he has. That's a good point. That's a nice guy, though. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. I like all the guys from England. I really do.
Yeah, I don't think everyone has a nice way about them, or they're very opinionated. Like our boy Darren Till, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Big,
oh my
big
God,
mouth.
yeah. Yeah.
But deep down, he's not that bad.
Bisping's my favorite though. Michael
Yeah.
Bisping.
After my last fight, he said Molly McCann is my new favourite fighter. I was like, yes.
That's awesome. Well, the way you fight, I mean, you don't fight, I hate to say it like most women, but you're a brawler. I mean, you go in there and it's like, I watched one of your fights where you just held the girl's head down and just kept kneeing her. The girl had, one fight, a girl had a single leg on you, and you did like a flying, jumping knee.
And then elbows.
That was unbelievable. That was awesome.
Do you know, I'd watched Uriah Faber, like, I seen it when he broke his hands, and all he could do was elbow and knee. So I thought, oh, just copy him. I try to be not like everyone else, and I don't think when I'm in there I just react. So.
Well, listen, you're on your way. I can't wait till your fight. Now, when do you get to South Carolina?
The 16th of June. Where do you live?
I live in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I love to, but I can't wait. It's a great card. It's a great card.
Yeah.
My baby really likes you, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can tell. She's very Well, now she wants a phone, but.
Well, if I ever make it to LA, I'll have to come and babysit.
Oh, that would be great. I would love that. Teach her how to be a fighter. Yes.
Yeah.
She's pretty good. I take her to wrestling practice with me.
Oh, really?
Because I coach wrestling, and I keep her in like the sack or whatever. And she's always yelling at the kids. But then they're looking at her, and I'm trying to talk.
And not you.
But they're all smiling, and I'm like, why are they smiling? And I look down, and she's making faces at them. So, do you want to have kids one day?
100%. I want a tribe, me.
Nice.
I want like a soccer mum, like a van full of 5 kids, and I have to drop them at 5 different teams, and like I can imagine every Saturday morning I'll be like, oh my God, I haven't washed the kids' socks. They've got dirty. Like I can just imagine it now. Head spinning, all different football clubs, or boxing gyms, or wrestling clubs. I don't know. I can't wait.
I love it. Well, listen, Molly, thanks for being on the show.
No problem.
I can't wait for your fight, and good luck with everything.
Yeah. Cheers. See you later. Bye.
Say goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye.